Good day everyone, my name is Jason Timothy Gaza and this is my video on activity 2 which is creating and running a data entry forms. So our objective in this activity, which was previously mentioned, is to appreciate the importance of form in data entry as well as to be able to design forms in MS Access. So this activity will be using the data from a previous activity, which is from activity 2. So now let's head over to the create section to create our first running entry, which is the customer data entry. So let's head over to the create section and then click on the form wizard. And then we're going to click on the customers table. And then over here, we're going to select all the available fields. And then click on next. And then we're going to choose the columnar form. And then click on next. And then we're going to name this form as customers data entry. And then click on the modify the forms design. So over here, we are presented with the area where we can customize our form, which is was presented in graphical form. And we're going to widen the area of the form itself so that we can add the options. So first, we're going to add the options of directional. So first, we're going to add the next records. Go to next record, click on next, and then going to click on the text option. First, we're going to click on the record navigation first, and then for the categories as well as for the actions, we're going to click on the go to next record. And then we're going to name this as next record as is, and we click on next, and then click on finish. And then next, we're going to add a previous button, or previous record rather, and then click on the previous record, click on next. Maybe we can name this as um, like that. Then we click on next, and we click on finish, and then we're going to we can also add an option where the customer's phone number can be classified as whether they have a phone number or a um, landline number. So we can click on this option button in the control section and then um, place it beside the customer's phone number description box. And then name this first as landline number so that we can easily identify or classify which type of number they have. And the next is the phone number or mobile number. So next, we're going to save this form, and then we can add as well as the date or time of the form. So we're going to rename. We're going to remain. We're going to stay the traces as is, and click on OK. And then we're going to save this, and then go to the form view. So over here we can see the customized customers data entry, but we can rename the rename the customers data entry as well for the section as customers form. You can do that as well. You Control S, save. And then head over to the form view over here. You can see that we have customized our form for the customers table. And then you can click on landline number, mobile number, and like that. Let's head over to the end, which is the blank form, which over here we can add a dummy variable var and then um and then we can add a random number and then random address and then random number email rather. Um, That's it. Next, we can also add accounts data entry. Let's head over back to the create section and then click on the form wizard and then click on the accounts table. And then select all the available fields as well. And click on next. And then click on the columnar, click on next, and then click on the modify the forms assigned. We can name this as data entry. Click on finish. So we can widen the area of the form again. So this time we can add more options in the directional um, the button. We can add a um, previous or next or even last to first page of the customer's record. So first we're going to head over to the button and then add first the next and the previous button. Then the previous button. And then we're going to add another two options, which is the last and then the first page of the customers. Uh, last, and then text, and next, then finish. Then next is first record, and click on next, click on text, next, and then finish. So we can rename this data entry as accounts form, and then add another date and time. Let's change this up. Yeah. And then let's save this, and then let's go back to the form view. And over here we can see the customized form, which is which we rename the account table as to the account form and then the date. And then over here we can see that there are other more options in our direction. You can click on next and then previous, and then click on last and then click on the first. Okay. So we can add again another dummy variable, action date. Yeah. So next, that's it for the accounts form. Next, we're going to add the last form, which is the transaction form. And do form wizard again, then click in the transactions table, and then select all the available fields again, and then click on next, and then click on the columnar, and then modify the form's design. Name this as transaction entry data. Click on finish, widen the area again. So over here, we can name this first as transaction form, and then add the date and time. Stay this like this. Yeah. And then we're going to add an option. Let's discover more options. This time we can add a rating where we can add a checkbox to see if how the customers approve on their transaction with with their banking company. Let's add a label which states as first as transaction rating. Excuse me. and then add another text as text one, which is the highest, five is the lowest. Then and then add a checkbox. Then then we can add a number. One, two, 3, and then 5. Then we're going to select this. We can also add a direction button again. We're going to click on the directional button, and then click on, going to add another previous record, and click on finish. We can also add the options that we have made previously, which is the previous and the last, or the rather the first and then the last record. So let's save this, and then let's head over to the form view. And so the customer can rate their business transaction, whether if the preference is first, which is the highest, or whether if it's 5, which is the lowest. Then we can click on the next record, or the first record, or head over to the last record. Then we can add another dummy variable, action time, 5, 4. Then we can click on whether if they choose savings or withdrawal. or the mode of transaction, which is check or cash, and then the amount of transaction, and then the progress. Then let's choose number 2. Yeah. So let's save this again. So that's it for my um, activity 3 for the emphasis. Thank you.